Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis is apparently so obsessed with going on Fox News that he has made enough time to go on over 100 times on the network in just a 4-month span from the November 2nd election through February of this year. And then, of course, since then, he has been on countless times again. And even as COVID continues to ravage the state of Florida with more individual cases than any other state, DeSantis has not made time to meet one-on-one with the top public health official here in the state of Florida. Hundreds of Fox News appearances, but not one personal meeting with the top public health official here in Florida. Again, as COVID seems to have taken over this state. Thousands of students and teachers right now, because school has started back with no mask mandates, thousands in quarantine. Emergency school board meetings having to be discussed so they can figure out what to do. You have teachers, you have faculty members dying of COVID. And DeSantis is more obsessed with going on Fox News than he is actually doing something about this state. Another report came out last week from the Tampa Bay Times showing that DeSantis isn't just going on Fox News all the time, but they are begging him to come on constantly, telling him in emails obtained by the Tampa Bay Times that he can talk about whatever he wants. You send us the talking points, we'll go with it. We're not going to challenge you. You can come on our network and basically use it as your own personal propaganda machine to further your political career. Because at the end of the day, folks, that's what this is all about. This is about Ron DeSantis making a national name for himself, getting to craft the narrative on the largest cable news outlet here in the United States, Fox News. We're dying. You can look at the charts, folks. We're literally dying down here in the state of Florida. And if COVID weren't bad enough, we've got hurricane season at its peak right now. Just had Tropical Storm Fred come through. Couple more kicking around out there in the Caribbean, Atlantic, into the Gulf. Probably not coming here to the state of Florida. But our governor last weekend was going to head off to Las Vegas to party with some donors, but had to cancel at the last minute after everybody found out about the trip and realized he was going to leave the state as a tropical storm was coming when we need leadership the most. And yeah, so that kind of ruined his plans. But that tells you everything you need to know. He went to Colorado just a couple months ago, meet with donors, was about to head to Vegas to meet with donors, going on Fox News all the time to promote his agenda. This is a man who doesn't care about what happens to us down here in the state of Florida. This is a man that wants to shore up the donations. He wants to make sure everybody across the country knows his name so that when he appears on primary ballots for the Republican Party in 2024, you know who he is and you remember that you like what he had to say. That's what all of this is building towards. He doesn't care how many Floridians die in the process. He doesn't care that he goes off and abandons the state. Opening up a stadium, I believe it is, for Regeneron experimental treatments for COVID instead of opening up mass vaccination sites. Oh, sure, he did say he wants everybody to get vaccinated, but you're not actually pushing that. You're pushing things that we aren't even 100% sure if they will be effective against COVID. Why? Well, because that boosts the pharmaceutical companies far more than the vaccines do. And he's got to shore up support from that industry, if he wants to run a national campaign. I'm getting sick and tired of this. I'm tired of the attention that this man is bringing to the state of Florida for all the wrong reasons. The problem is too many voters in this state still support him, still think he's the guy. And a lot of that has to do with his near constant appearances on Fox News.